Imagine a car that doesn't just get a facelift, but quietly introduces upgrades you'd normally expect on vehicles twice its price. That's exactly what this new model is doing, and it's already catching the attention of both loyal buyers and first-time shoppers. From a redesigned interior packed with smart tech to a powertrain update that could shift its entire segment, this launch feels like a bigger deal than anyone expected. But is it genuinely impressive, or just clever marketing wrapped in a new badge? Stick around, because what we found might surprise you. The car we're looking at today comes from a brand that's built its reputation on consistency, rarely the flashiest, but almost always the safest bet in its segment. This new launch takes that familiar formula and pushes it a little further, aiming squarely at everyday drivers who want comfort, value, and modern tech without jumping into luxury prices. At first glance, you can see where the brand is heading: a sharper design, a more refined cabin, and features that feel intentionally aimed at families, commuters, and anyone ready for something practical but still exciting to own. What makes this release especially interesting is how it positions itself against both its longtime rivals and the wave of newer, tech-heavy models entering the market. It promises improvements that could shift buyer expectations, but as always, the real question is whether those upgrades actually deliver in real-world driving. And that's exactly what we're about to explore. As soon as you get behind the wheel, the upgrades start to stand out. The engine feels noticeably more responsive, giving you smoother acceleration in city traffic and enough push for confident highway merging. Inside, the cabin gets a major boost: cleaner lines, softer materials, and a tech layout that finally feels modern, with quick loading screens and smarter driver assists. But it's not all perfect. The road noise is still noticeable at higher speeds, and some features that competitors include as standard remain optional here. Even so, there's a sense that this model is aiming higher than before. And just wait, because the pricing and real-world efficiency numbers might surprise you next. And here's where everything comes together. The moment you push this car through a quick lane change or a tight corner, you feel the real surprise: it's far more composed than its segment usually allows. The steering sharpens up, the suspension settles confidently, and suddenly this practical daily driver starts behaving like it wants to punch above its class. Even the fuel efficiency numbers hold strong despite the added performance, which wasn't something we expected. But the real twist comes when you compare it side by side with its closest rivals. Features that once felt like small bonuses now look like major advantages, and a few of its weaknesses become harder to ignore. So what does all this mean for buyers? That's where things get interesting. So here's the final verdict: this car delivers a mix of value, comfort, and everyday usability that makes it a genuinely strong contender in today's US market. Its biggest pros: refined ride quality, improved tech, and better real-world efficiency, make it ideal for commuters, families, and anyone wanting a dependable upgrade without stretching their budget. At the same time, the noticeable road noise, selective feature availability, and light steering feel may turn off drivers who prefer a quieter cabin or a sportier edge. Still, in a segment that's becoming tougher every year, this model manages to push the conversation forward and may even set the tone for what rivals do next. But what do you think? Would you pick this over its competitors? Let me know below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more reviews.